all you see. Make it all about devotion. You say it like you wanna be.
Hello guys, Rami X back for another video, and today's video is what if the Uzumaki clan survived, and the like goal for this video is going to be 0 likes, as I want to finish my old series so I can do new series. In the description below is going to be a dear friend of mine on YouTube, Anime X's channel. Please go check out his channel because he's a very great YouTuber, and his goal is to get to 200 subscribers and surpass one of his friends. So I really want you guys to subscribe to his channel, as that would help him out. It'd let me do him a favor. And let's get into it. And also in the description is a link to my Discord. And subscribe, as my goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by February, due to Social Blade predicting that I'll get 1K in a month, but I believe we can exceed this expectations. So do all that good stuff, create shout icons if you want to, and let's get into this. So we left off with Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata defeating Zabuza, and Naruto solidifying his ninja way. Anyhow, one day Naruto and Sasuke, as well as Hinata, were sparring together, as Hinata was working on her gentle fist, and making it more persistent and strike stronger, as Naruto was just trying to exercise his chains so that they're more rapid fire, and Sasuke was trying to advance his Sharingan perception by studying Naruto's chains. As Kakashi then notified them that he had entered them into the Chunin exams, as we will now have Naruto, Hinata, and Sasuke train. So Sasuke does his original training with the Chidori, and Hinata gets a trainer, this being Anko, who Kakashi was able to arrange for them to train together. I think that this makes it pretty cool, just because, you know, I think the aesthetic is pretty nice. And yeah, so basically what she's going to be learning is some good chakra control. She'll also be learning how to use the snakes, which I think will be something good for her arsenal. And for Naruto, so in this timeline, Naruto denies Ebisu's training, as he already knows water walking and tree walking, so he doesn't need his training. And this Naruto also has the chance to fight Ebisu, beating him with ease, as we will now cover their fight. As Ebisu said, "Come now, let's train," as Naruto said, "How about this? I don't have to train with you if I beat you," as Ebisu agreed, as he said, "I'm no slouch like Mizuki," as Konohamaru watched from behind a few rocks, as Naruto then said, "I don't care if you're a slouch or not, I'll win. Water style, raging waves jutsu," as Naruto created a shadow clone who then created a mud wall as he activated his Uzumaki ceiling chains. Ebisu then used a fire dragon bullet jutsu on Naruto, breaking the mud wall, almost as if Ebisu jumped up into the air, but Naruto's plan was complete. He basically just caught him with his Uzumaki ceiling chains, as Naruto then drained his chakra, as Naruto then created one more shadow clone who used an earth-style jutsu on Ebisu, keeping him in place in a sort of dome, with rocks basically tying around him with the Uzumaki ceiling chains, adding onto the pressure, as Naruto basically won the fight, releasing Ebisu and doing some training of his own, as he basically practiced learning some more jutsu, and also practiced increasing his speed by using 500-pound weights, which were for the whole day. He could only stand just barely, as he then decreased it to about 450, and he was able to walk and move pretty decently. And then he got used to it a bit, though the strain was tremendous, as one day he was walking through the village while munching on some seaweed, as he saw a man with gray hair peeking at a woman in a bathhouse. He then tried to avoid this man in the streets, but it was almost as if he was blocking him, as Jiraiya wanted to train his grandson, as they basically met, exclaiming that he was the one legendary Sannin, the Toad Sage, the Great Sage at that. As Jiraiya then introduced himself, as Naruto said, "That's cool, but I'll just call you Pervy Sage," as Jiraiya then said, "Why?" as Naruto then said, "You're clearly a pervert," and Jiraiya then took Naruto to train, as he also then scuffled a bit with Naruto by the rumor claimed by Naruto. And Jiraiya loosened Naruto's seal, as he had already finished water walking, so that he could easily access the Nine-Tails chakra and tap into it with ease, as long as the Kyuubi cooperated, as Naruto then calmed himself, as he was able to, and for the first time, see the Nine-Tails. As he said, "Hey you, Kyuubi, lend me some chakra for the summoning jutsu," as Naruto gave him a menacing glare, as the Ninetales looked at Naruto saying, "How dare you oppose me and ask for my chakra, you little runt." As Naruto then said, "You think I'm playing with you? Just watch," as he then clapped his hands together, launching his Uzumaki ceiling chains at the Ninetales. As the QB then said, "How is this possible? You're only a kid." As Naruto then said, "I can keep this up as long as I have to," as he maintained his menacing glare, as inside he knew at most about an hour. Due to the Ninetales' size, it's debatable. As he then started absorbing Kiruma's chakra, as he then yanked it, absorbing the chakra into him, as an orange and yellow chakra then consumed him. This was KCM1. Though I will say this KCM is probably about a quarter of KCM1 in the original, so we'll just call it KCM 0.5. Anyhow, Naruto then said, "Well, peace, QB, and next time, when I ask for some chakra and you deny it from me, I'll just take it all." As he left his subconscious. As he had technically mastered the chakra, as he then summoned Gamabuta with his first attempt, as Gamabuta told Naruto that I'll have to stay on him for 42 hours, as Naruto did with his Uzumaki ceiling chains attached to Gamabunta, and was able to summon Gamabunta anytime, as he still had 3 weeks left. As Jiraiya decided that he'll teach Naruto the basics of the Rasengan, as Naruto practiced it for 1 week straight, as he tore his whole arm but had learned it. As he then used the Rasengan on Jiraiya's, not noticing the damage he had done before due to the sort of endorphins and high from exhaustion and excitement. As Naruto's arm popped, basically just falling right off his hand. Also, if you don't think this is possible, this was stated by Kakashi when he clashed with Naruto's Wind-Stop Rasengan, and the same reason why he stopped Naruto and Sasuke's clash with their Rasengan and Chidori. And Jiraiya was then shocked as he saw this and used his full speed running to the hospital. Naruto was immediately treated at the doctor's hospital, as the doctor said, "What are these?" as they found waste all over Naruto's body. As they started to remove them, as Naruto looked at the nurses and doctors around him, as he said, "Don't remove these weights. It's the only way I'll be able to match and beat Neji, and maybe even Sasuke," as he smirked, not knowing what kind of training Sasuke was doing or Neji. As the doctor said, "Fine, but it will be a bit hard to operate on you," as Naruto got up saying that he needed to use the washroom, as he then passed out due to exhaustion and blood loss as he got up as well. He was out. The doctors basically just implanted Hashirama cells into him while he was knocked out and unconscious, into his arms as well, basically repairing it and putting Hashirama cells into Naruto's joints to maintain the cells, infused with his own Senju, Namikaze, and Uzumaki DNA. And it was basically more natural to him because of the DNA. As the doctor said that he could go home, but you'll have to get used to your new arm a bit more. As Naruto said okay, grabbing a cup of water as it then dropped on the floor, as he realized the touch and nerves in his arm had been permanently destroyed, but he could get around it. As he then went to Ichiraku's, devouring 30 plates of ramen, which made him get used to his hand by the joints in his hands moving a lot from the feeding motion. As he then went home, falling asleep and recovering from his injuries completely with his newly obtained KCM 0.5. And the next day, Jiraiya checked up on him as Naruto created a Rasengan, as Jiraiya then said, "You're one lucky kid. And I guess you can now do that weight training thingy, because it seems to work out for you." As Naruto nodded, adding 150 pounds back on, in 2 days before the Chunin exams, Naruto had fully adapted to these weights. Besides his neck hurting sometimes. Anyhow, this is where I'll be ending this part. And the like goal is 0 likes because I'm trying to finish old series so I can do more. Make sure to check out Anime X's channel. And this was part 4 of What If the Uzumaki Clan Survived. And in the description below is my Discord link. So go check that out. And subscribe. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by February. Due to social media predicting that I'll get 1K in March. So check out Anime X's channel. And Darius X's channel might be there too. And as always, Rami X out.